Today I am here to give a demonstration on the topic Web of Life. And before beginning with the demonstration, I would like to clear certain points, certain theoretical points which a student must be clear with before proceeding with the demonstration. Web of Life. Web of Life is a concept in which the usage of word web denotes that the different life forms don't exist linearly in a chain. They all are interconnected like a web. All the components of the ecosystem show interconnections between each other like a web. And in this topic, Web of Life, the previous knowledge which is being assumed on part of students is that they must be clear about the different components of the ecosystem like biotic and abiotic components. They need to know about the various food habits of different organisms like carnivores, omnivores or herbivores. Students need to know about the habitat of different organisms like aerial, aquatic or terrestrial. Once this previous knowledge of the students is tested, then we can proceed with the driving question. Like we can ask the students what will happen if one component of the ecosystem goes missing. And if the students are not able to answer this question, then we can proceed with the demonstration of this model, this Web of Life model, which I am using, this wonderful model from Life Lab Kit. And this Web of Life model is brilliant in the aspect that it is addressing many of the sustainable development goals as listed by United Nations, like life underwater, life on land, climate action, sustainable cities and communities, and even responsible consumption and production. So all these SDGs are well addressed by this Web of Life model. And for the demonstration of this model, I'll be inviting two of my students, Palak and Aditya. Come, Palak and Aditya. So these two students are my volunteer learners which will be participating in the demonstration of this model. So Palak and Aditya, as you can see, this is the Web of Life model and there are so many components listed on it. I'll ask you, Palak, choose any one component from here.
Deer.
Deer. Okay, you have chosen deer. Okay, Aditya, you choose some other component which you think is in relation with this component deer.
Tiger.
Okay, why you have chosen tiger?
Because tiger eats deer.
Okay, so you have chosen tiger because tiger eats deer. So I'll ask you to take a rubber band and put tiger and deer. Yes, like this. So you have interconnected deer and tiger with a rubber band, and this rubber band symbolizes the interconnection between these two components. Okay. Now proceeding further, Palak, may I ask you to identify some other component which is in relation with this component deer.
Grass.
Okay, but why you have chosen grass?
Because deer eats grass.
Very good. So you have chosen deer and grass as two components which are interlinked. So put a rubber band between deer and this grass. Very good. So this rubber band also shows that there is interconnection. So isn't it taking the shape of a web? It's just not linear. It is like this also, this also. So it is taking the shape of a web. Okay. Now the learner, the educator can further push the learners to develop higher order thinking skills amongst them and ask them some other advanced questions, like maybe the educator can ask, okay, you tell students, is there any connection between deer and grasshopper? It's okay if the students are not able to answer, then the educator can push them to think further, and the educator can clarify that deer and grasshopper are also connected because, see, tiger eats grass. Suppose the population of deer increases. So will the grass be available? Tiger will eat all the grass. The level of grass will decrease. Then what will happen to grasshopper? Will grasshopper be able to survive without grass? No, grasshopper will die. So in that way, deer and grasshopper are also linked. So you can put rubber band between deer and grasshopper also. See? So this web, it's okay. Put again. So in this way, linkages between deer and grasshopper has also been established, and it is an example of higher order thinking skills in which children need to think creatively and critically to make more and more interconnections. Okay, so that was a demonstration of this excellent web of life model, and to complement this web of life model, I have devised a game also. I have this bingo card game with me. Since I have only 2 volunteers with me, so I have used just 2 bingo cards, but we can use as many number of bingo cards depending on the number of learners we have. And this is the most simplistic kind of bingo card that I have made. In it, I have just made 4 boxes. It can be advanced further. We can use 6, 8 or as many number of boxes in this bingo card. And what I have done here is I have written 4 living organisms here, and I'll be asking 4 questions. Like in a way, I'll be giving some clues or hints related to these living organisms, so that I can increase the fun fact learning about these organisms, so that children are able to make more and more interconnections when they are dealing with this web of life model. They are able to make more and more of interconnections when they will be knowing more about these organisms. So I'll be playing this game with my 2 students, and one more thing, I have used only out of these 2, only 1 card has all the correct answers and another one doesn't have all the wrong answers, doesn't have all the correct answers. So in a way, only 1 student will be the winner, right? So since I don't want these to know which card has the correct answers, so I'll be shuffling, and now choose any. Aditya, you go first. Okay. And this one goes to Bala. Okay. So Aditya, you come this side. Start with our bingo game. Students, you can hold your bingo cards with you. Okay. So my first question for you all is, for both of you is, I am slimy and wiggly, but I am not snake. Many people use me as fishing bait. I am called farmer's friend. So you can cross out the answer which is associated with these lines. Okay, now next one. My skin is green and slippery. I have 4 legs and webbed feet. I eat bugs and little fishes. I can swim underwater as well as hop on land. So, if you are able to identify, okay. Now, next. I have a funny curly tail. I like to roll around and sleep in mud. My poo is used to make superb manure for crops. My meat is called pork. If you are able to identify it. Okay, done. Now next. I have wings, but I am not a bird. I used to be a caterpillar. I am colorful. I help in pollination of flowers.
Bingo.
Bingo. Okay, great. So Aditya is the winner. Very good. Well done. So like this, it's just a short, simple game to complement the fun fact learning about different organisms, so that they can play this web of life easily. This bingo game was just a complement for this web of life model. So in the concluding part, I just want to say that I hope you all like the demonstration of this web of life model as well as this bingo game devised by me. Thank you.